Hello students, till now we have learnt about the number system, which is natural number, whole number, integers, rational and irrational, and how to represent irrational on number line. Now we will learn about decimals and categorize rational and irrational decimals. Okay, so what is decimal? Basically, we generally know it as a numbers having points. Okay, like 2.5, this is my decimal, or you can say 0.02, this is also what? Decimal. Okay, so decimals are basically of two types. Okay, decimals you can bifurcate into two types. One is called as my terminating decimal. Terminating. Okay, what is the meaning of terminating? Terminating means there is a end point. Means, for example, 2.5, so this number has an end point which is 5, or you can say 2.54982. It also has an end point which is 2. The numbers are going to stop somewhere, that's why it is known as terminating. Okay, the other one is non-terminating. Okay, what is mean by non-terminating? Means it is not going to stop, like 2.343434 and continues like this, or 4.6895325693 and continues like this. Okay, so you can find these type of decimals when you divide. Suppose you divide 10 by 3, what you will get? You will get numbers like 3.33333 and continues, right? So decimals can be of non-terminating type. Non-terminating means it is not going to stop anywhere else, and you will always find a dot dot dot, and dot 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 means what? It is going on, it will continue for ever, right? This terminating decimal, this is my rational number. This is my rational number. We can always write this terminating decimal in p by q form. For example, take 2.5. 2.5 we can always write it as 25 upon 10, and then we can reduce it further, 5 upon 2. So this is the p by q form. Similarly, we can write any terminating decimals in the form of p by q. So it is what? A rational number. So terminating decimals are rational number. Now let us understand this. Non-terminating can be further divided into two categories. Okay, one is repeating, or in some book it is also known as recurring, and non-repeating or non-recurring. Now what is repeating and non-repeating? Let us understand this. Repeating, I have already written first kind, where we have got numbers which will repeat themselves after a certain period of time. So this is also an example of repeating, where you divide 10 by 3, you will get what? 3.33333, like this. Okay, so it is not necessary that only one number will get repeated. You can get two numbers repeated like this, 34343434, or three numbers get repeated, or four numbers can be also repeated, but the repetition will be there. Okay, it is also not necessary that the repetition will come only after decimal. It can be like 3.433333. So one number is there 4, and then repetition starts. So it can be of different forms also, but this is a repeating decimal. Okay, Non-repeating, it means simple, it will not repeat itself in a similar manner or after some interval, but it will be coming, numbers will be coming at random like this, 4.6895325669. So any number can come at any place. So 4.546823 dot 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 dot, like, so no pattern, no pattern of repeating. Here there is a pattern of repeating. Okay, so both are non-terminating, means there is no end, but here at least you can find a pattern that some numbers are getting repeated. Here there is no pattern found. Now this number which comes under non-terminating, so decimal, non-terminating and non-repeating, this is irrational number. This is what? Irrational number, right? And this repeating and non-terminating, this is also known as rational number. This is also a rational number, and we will soon learn how to convert this number into P by Q form. Okay, first let us understand the categories. That decimals, we have two types of categories, terminating and non-terminating. Terminating are simple rational number, okay, where we have got like this. Non-terminating, we have two categories again, one is repeating and one is non-repeating. Repeating is my rational number and non-repeating is irrational number. Now we will learn how to convert that non-terminating repeating decimals into P by Q form. So we have non-terminating and repeating decimals, right? We need to convert them into P by Q form. Okay, so the question, see, the non-terminating and repeating like this, right? 3 repeating, we can also write this number as 3 point bar, right? So this bar basically represents that there is a repetition. Okay, you can also write like, so when two numbers are getting repeated, the bar will be on two numbers. Suppose three numbers are there, the bar will be on three numbers, three different numbers. It is not like same number. You can write it this, you cannot write it like this. This is same as this only. Okay, so this is wrong. So if one number is getting repeated, you put one bar on one number. If two numbers are getting repeated, you write bar on two numbers, and if three numbers are getting repeated, four numbers. So as many numbers it can be, so it will be bar on those numbers. It will also be like this, 3.435, and in this only these two numbers are getting repeated. What is the meaning of this? 3.435, 3535, only 35 is getting repeated. So we have put bar on only 3 and 5, right? We have not put bar on 4. So bar basically represents the number which are getting repeated. Okay, now let us understand how to convert these numbers into P by Q form, right? So let us take one number. Suppose we have 3.3 bar. Okay, the simplest one. So what we need to do, we need to write it as x. Okay, let us take this number as x. Now next part is, we need to see how many numbers are getting repeated by checking at the bar. Okay, here only one number is getting repeated. So what we will do, if only one number is getting repeated, we multiply both sides by 10. Okay, what is this? This is 3.3333, like this, correct? So if you multiply both sides by 10, this will become 10x, right? If you multiply x by 10, you will get here 10x, and if you multiply this number by 10, your decimal will get shifted by one number, correct? So it will be like 33 point, I have written 3 bar because you will get again 33333, so you can put 3 bar, right? So by multiplying this we have got 33.3 bar and 3.3 bar. Now what you can do, if you just subtract 10x minus x, subtracting left hand side and subtracting the right hand side also, correct? So what you will get, see, if you know how to subtract the decimals, what we do, we put decimal under decimal like this. So if you subtract it, you will get, this part will get cancelled, 0, and then 3 minus 3 again 0, you will get 30, right? And here in the left hand side you will get 10x minus x will give you 9x. So 9x is equal to what? 30. Finally x is equal to 30 by 9. Reduce it in standard form, you will get 10 by 3, right? So understand the concept. First you need to take it as x, then check the numbers which are getting repeated. If one number is getting repeated, you need to multiply it by 10. If two numbers, then 100, we will take it further. Two numbers 100, three numbers 1000, like this. And then again the step will be that whatever number you have multiplied here, 10x, you need to subtract these two equations, 10x minus x, 33.3 bar minus 3.3 bar, and then the x will be equal to in the p by q form. And what is x? X is by 3.3 bar, so we can write 3.3 bar as 10 by 3. Okay, let us take another example where we have two numbers repeating, and let us make something complicated like x is equal to, suppose, 3.435. okay, I have taken decimal here, and after that there is one number which is not getting repeated but 4 is there, and then the two numbers 3 and 5 which are getting repeated. But we will follow the same step like that. What is this? If you multiply, how many numbers are getting repeated? 2. So what we will do, we will multiply it by 100, right? So 100x will give you 343 point, decimal will be shifted. See, this number is what? 3.435353535 like this. So if you multiply it by 100, your decimal will shift towards two places. Okay, so you will get 343.5 and then 353535, so like this. Okay, now you can subtract again. So it will be like 100x minus x will give you 343.535 bar minus 3.435 bar. Now if we subtract this, let us write it vertically. So this 3535 will get cancelled. 5 minus 4 you will give 1, right? And then 3 minus 3 0. So 340.1. Okay, and here left hand side you will get 99x, which is 340.1. So x is equal to what? 340.1 by 99. If you want to remove this decimal also, multiply it by 10, you will get 3401 upon 990. Okay, to remove the decimal, what we did, we multiply it by 10. So in denominator also we need to multiply it by 10. So here the decimal got removed and extra 0 will be there in denominator. So again my x is in form of p by q. If you get to reduce this, you can reduce this. If you don't reduce it, it will be like this only. Okay, so got the concept how to convert my non-terminating and repeating into P by Q form. Same step will be followed in every case. So we have learnt about the 5 numbers, which are whole number, natural number, integer, rational and irrational. Also now we know how to categorize our decimals into rational and irrational. So this all number systems, natural number, whole number, integer, rational and irrational. Okay, this all things combining together, they are known as real number. Okay, now we need to learn how to represent real number on a number line. That real number can be irrational also, it can be anything. So we already know how to represent our natural number, whole number and integers on a number line. 0 is there, 1, 2, 3, -1, -2 and so on. Correct? And we also know how to represent our rational number. Okay, so we are concerned here about decimal representation. Suppose we need to find 2.4567 like this. We need to represent this real number on number line. Let us understand how to do it, right? So this number is basically what? It comes between 2 and 3, right? So this number is between 2 and 3 because it is what? More than 2 by 2.4567. It is more than 2 but it is less than 3. So basically this number will come under this part, 2 and 3. So what we can do, we can just enlarge this. We will make a number line 2 and 3. We will focus on this part only. Now let us divide this whole part into 10 equal parts. So it will be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and then 10. So we have divided the whole part into 10 equal parts. We can easily write it as 2.1, 2.2 and so on. This will be 2.9 and 3. Now but this is what? 2.45. So basically it will be in between 2.4 and this is what? 2.5. Now this number is in between 2.4 and 2.5. It is greater than 2.4 but less than 2.5. So now what we can do, we can focus on these two parts. So let us take 2.4 here, 2.5 here. Okay, now again we will divide the whole part into 10 equal parts. Okay, so it will be divided into 10 equal parts. Like this is my 2.41, this is 2.42. Similarly the last part will be 2.49 and then next is 2.5. Now this number again we will look at it, 2.45. Where is 2.45? 2, 3, 4, 5. This is my 2.45 and this is 2.46. Definitely this number is in between 2.45 and 2.46. So again we have to do what we will do. We will make two parts. It is 2.45 and 2.46. So again the whole part will be divided into 10 equal parts. So it will be like 2.451 and this will be 2.459, but we are interested in 2.456, so it will be 2 3 4 5 6. This is my 2.456 and the next number is what? 2.457. so this number is in between these two numbers. So again I have taken a large number, so it will take some time. 2.456, 2.457. Again 10 parts. Okay, this is what? 2.4561 and this is what? 2.4562. Okay, but we have 2.4567. But this is not 2, this is 9. Okay, so 2 3 4 5 6 7. This is the number that we are looking for. Okay, so in this manner what you can do, you can enlarge the two parts into 10 equal parts and then fit your real number in that thing. Now we have forgotten our actual number line, which was what? 0 1 2. Now we are concerned about, so what we have done, we have enlarged this small part into larger part and then again bifurcated into that into 10 equal parts, and then again we are concerned about smaller. So we are going deeper, right? And we have enlarged the decimals into large parts and then located our actual number here.